I once again welcome you all in Biology by Bharti, starting with the living world. This is a series जहाँ पर मैं आपको नीट पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से पढ़ाने वाली हूँ. सिर्फ जो इम्पॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स हैं सिर्फ वही मैं आपको डिस्क्राइब करूँगी और वही बताऊँगी जिनसे डायरेक्ट नीट में क्वेश्चंस बन सकते हैं. बाकी डिटेल में अगर आपको चैप्टर पढ़ना है तो दैट्स अनदर वीडियो, यू कैन गो ऑन इट. माई सेल्फ डॉक्टर भारती, गोइंग टू स्टार्ट विद द लिविंग वर्ल्ड. The very first point is, what are the defining properties of living organism? What are the characteristic features of the living organism? Characteristic means it is present in living organism but can also be present in non-living thing. Like reproduction, it can be present in living as well as non-living thing. Growth can be present in living, can be present in non-living. While the defining characteristic features are the one that are present only in living organism. So growth is not the defining feature, as non-living things can also grow. Second is reproduction. It is the characteristic feature but not the defining feature. क्यों? क्योंकि reproduction living non-living दोनों में हो सकता है. यहाँ से एक पॉइंट जो बन सकता है आपके MCQs में वो है कि which of the following organism shows true regeneration? Answer will be planaria, which is a flatworm. It is going to show true regeneration. This can be a question. As I have told you, reproduction is not the defining characteristic because it can also be present in non-living organism. Now we have metabolism. Metabolism is defining feature of living organism as it is solely present in living organism, not present in non-living. Metabolism can be of two types, anabolism and catabolism. If two different things are joining to form a bigger molecule, then it is anabolism, and if a bigger molecule is breaking down into two smaller molecules, it is catabolism. So anabolism along with catabolism forms metabolism, and it is the defining feature of living organism. हाँ, इन विट्रो और इन वीवो दो टर्म होती है. इन विट्रो का मतलब है आउटसाइड ह्यूमन बॉडी एंड इन वीवो का मतलब है इनसाइड ह्यूमन बॉडी. तो मेटाबॉलिज्म इन विट्रो भी देखा जा सकता है बट इट इज़ नॉट श्योर कि वो लिविंग है या नॉन लिविंग है, बट डेफिनेटली मेटाबॉलिज्म को हम डिफाइनिंग फीचर मानते हैं. नेक्स्ट इज कॉन्शियसनेस. कॉन्शियसनेस मीन्स दैट वी आर अवेयर ऑफ आवर सराउंडिंग. सो इट इज़ द डिफाइनिंग प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म. ह्यूमन्स में एक अदर प्रॉपर्टी है जो है सेल्फ कॉन्शियसनेस, कि उन्हें अपने बारे में पता है, अपने आसपास के बारे में पता है. कॉन्शियसनेस स्टिल एक कॉन्ट्रास्टिंग फीचर चल रहा है, अभी थोड़ा सा कॉम्प्लेक्स है क्योंकि अभी ह्यूमन्स में हमें नहीं पता कि जो इंसान कोमा में है वेदर टू कंसिडर इट लिविंग और नॉन लिविंग, बिकॉज द पर्सन इज़ नॉट कॉन्शियस, द पर्सन इज़ नॉट सेल्फ कॉन्शियस, इज़ नॉट सेल्फ अवेयर. तो उसको किस में हम डालेंगे अभी तक वो नहीं हमें पता चल पा रहा है, बट स्टिल कॉन्शियसनेस इज़ द डिफाइनिंग फीचर. So how can we define a living organism? We can say that living organism is self-replicating, evolving and self-regulating interactive system which is capable of responding to external stimuli. So the defining feature are consciousness, metabolism. These are the defining feature. Characteristic features are growth, reproduction, metabolism, consciousness. Cellular organization. It is also the defining feature of living organism because we have cells which are organized to form an organ system. Even though we are unicellular organism, but they also have a system of organization that perform all the function. So these were the points from where you can get MCQ in NEET. Now coming to diversity in the living world, one question which comes a number of time is, what is the range of number of species that are known and described? It is 1.7 to 1.8 million. These are the number of species that are known to us, and this is biodiversity. 1.7 to 1.8 million. Can you even think of it that it is such a huge number, and hence is biodiversity, that there are variety of organisms present in our ecosystem. We have nomenclature, we have identification. Now there are 1.7 to 1.8 million organisms. They are present in different parts of the world. If we take an example of dog, it is known with a number of names. So if a person is going to some other region, how will he or she will describe it? So we have made a system that this particular organism will be known with this particular scientific name, and this is said to be nomenclature. Another important question is they ask what is the full form of ICBN, what is the full form of ICZN. So you have to remember the full form. ICBN is International Code for Botanical Nomenclature, and ICZN is International Code of Zoological Nomenclature. You have to remember the full forms very nicely. Now, nomenclature is giving name to a thing. How we give nomenclature? It is binomial nomenclature that we are using these days. It was given by Carolus Linnaeus. Binomial nomenclature was given by Carolus Linnaeus. This is also again a neat question. It includes two naming properties. First name is the generic name or the genus, and the second name is the specific epithet or the species name. That is genus, and this is species. Now taking example for mango. The binomial nomenclature is Mangifera indica. So here indica will be representing species and mangifera will be representing genus. Similarly, there are certain rules for binomial nomenclature which are very important. So the first rule is that they are generally Latin words, and if we are writing it, we have to write it in italics, that is they will be slightly tilted. If we are writing it by a pen in a notebook, then we are expected to write it and underline the word. The first word will be genus and the second word will be the species. So we have to separately underline genus and species. We cannot underline it in a one go. Genus will be underlined separately and species will be underlined separately. And if we are printing it, then they have to be in italics. Now the genus word will be in capital, like in mango, M for mangifera will be capital and I for species, that is indica, will be a small letter. So this is the way to write a binomial nomenclature. So it will be important for you. They can ask you any of the following rules. Now we have to study a lot of animals, lot of plants, and for that we need classification. Classification is a process by which anything is grouped into convenient categories. So we have different taxonomic categories which are known to be hierarchy. For that you have a trick, that is keep pot clean or family gets sick. Keep for kingdom, K. P for phylum, keep pot. Clean, C for class. Or O, that is order. Family for family. Get, G for genus. Sick, S for species. This is a trick that you can remember easily to remember them in a line. They can ask you which of the following is missing, or they can ask you which of the following is the correct order. So this will be the question in NEET. Now, starting from species. Species is the basic unit and it is where the very closely related organism will be present. Like for mango, it is indica. For potato, it is tuberosum. For lion, it is leo. So these are all species. What is genus? It is a group of two or more species, then it is genus. Like potato and brinjal, they are different species but they have common genus, that is Solanum. You have to remember these, which of the species come into which genus, at least the example that are given in your NCRT. Now the genus Panthera, it includes Leo, Pardus, that is leopard, and Tigris, that is tiger. Now next is family. Family contain a number of genus which are all together in family. Example is Solanaceae family. It includes Solanum, Petunia and Datura. Now Panthera along with Felis, it is in the family Felidae. So you have to remember this also. Order include a number of family in one order. There will be a number of families in one order. So it is a higher category. Now they will exhibit a few similar characters. Organism of species will have more number of. As you go into higher categories, there will be less number of similar characters. Like species में सबसे ज़्यादा जो organisms होंगे उनके सारे characters match हो रहे होंगे, but as आप kingdom पर जाओगे वहाँ पर organisms में difference आना लग जाएगा और बहुत ही कम characteristics होंगी जो कि similar होंगी. Now phylum is used for animal and division is used for plant. This is again a very important question for your NEET. Now coming to taxonomical aids means all those things which will help you in studying these biodiversity, these animals and these plants. They will help you in identification, they will help you in classification. So this is the taxonomical aid. First is herbarium. You have to remember what is the use of every aid. Herbarium, it is used to collect plant species that are dried, pressed, and then they are preserved on sheets. So they are not for living, they are arranging non-living organisms, they are keeping the specimens with them. Now the sheet will have some information. What will be the information? It will be the date, it will be the place of collection, it will include its English name, its local name and botanical name, it will include its family and the collector's name. So you have to remember what are the information that are there on the herbarium sheet. Next is botanical garden. What is the use of botanical garden? That they have collection of living plants. Herbarium was including non-living, while botanical gardens will include living plant. सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट है कि ये जो एग्जाम्पल्स आपके एनसीईआरटी बुक में दिए हुए हैं, क्वेश्चंस डायरेक्टली बनते हैं कि ये वाला बॉटनिकल गार्डन कहाँ पर प्रेजेंट है. सो क्यू इज प्रेजेंट इन इंग्लैंड, इंडियन बॉटनिकल गार्डन इज इन हावड़ा इंडिया, and National Botanical Research Institute is in Lucknow, India. You have to remember these three along with the places where they are located. Now museum again have collection of preserved animal and plant species. They do not have live organism. The specimen will be contained in a container or a jar which will have preservative solution to prevent them from desiccation. इंसेक्ट्स को हम लोग इंसेक्ट बॉक्स में प्रिजर्व करते हैं. तो इसका जो स्टेप है वो कलेक्टिंग, किलिंग और पिनिंग है. ये भी क्वेश्चन बन सकता है कि व्हाट आर द स्टेप्स इन कलेक्टिंग और प्रिजर्विंग इंसेक्ट्स. सो इट इज कलेक्टिंग, किलिंग एंड पिनिंग. And if they are birds or mammals which are larger, so they will be keep stuffed and preserved. Next is zoological park. Here also wild animals are protected in their own environment as such under human care. So they are also available for leisures and recreational activities. So zoological parks and botanical parks, they contain living things. Next is key. Key is for identification of plant and organism based on their similarities and dissimilarities. तो की में दो चीज़ें होती हैं कि एक तो हर स्टेटमेंट जो की होती है उसे हम लेट बोलते हैं. ये भी एक इंपॉर्टेंट नीट पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से क्वेश्चन बन सकता है. और दूसरा बनता है कपलेट. कपलेट कॉन्ट्रास्टिंग कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स होती है जो कि हम एक पेयर में रखते हैं कि ये चीज़ ऐसे है, ये चीज़ नहीं है. तो जो कॉन्ट्रास्टिंग कैरेक्टर्स होंगे उनको हम कपलेट बोलेंगे, और जो हर एक स्टेटमेंट उस की में दी होगी उसको हम लोग लेट बोलते हैं. और कीज़ एनालिटिकल इन नेचर होती है कि आप वहाँ से ईजिली सेपरेट कर सकते हैं टेक्सोनॉमिक कैटेगरीज को. तीन और चीज़ें हैं, फ्लोरा, मैनुअल एंड मोनोग्राफ. फ्लोरा होता है जो कि उस एक ऑर्गेनिज्म, उस एक प्लांट के बारे में उसका हैबिटेट और डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन बताएगा हमें. फ्लोरा प्लांट्स के लिए यूज़ होता है तो प्लांट्स का हैबिटेट और डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन बता रहा है. मैनुअल होती है हमारे पास जो हमें इंफॉर्मेशन देती है टू आइडेंटिफाई द नेम्स ऑफ स्पीशीज़ दैट आर फाउंड इन दैट एरिया. एंड मोनोग्राफ में किसी भी एक टैक्सन की इंफॉर्मेशन हो सकती है. तो आइडेंटिफिकेशन दीज टेक्सोनॉमिकल एड्स में से बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन बनते हैं. हर्बेरियम से बन जाता है कि ऑर्गेनिज्म लिविंग होगा कि नॉन लिविंग होगा, हर्बेरियम शीट्स पर क्या क्या इन्फॉर्मेशन होगी, बोटनिकल गार्डन में लिविंग होगा नॉन लिविंग होगा, कौन सा बोटनिकल गार्डन कहाँ पर लोकेटेड है. नेक्स्ट बनता है हमारे पास की से कपलेट क्या होता है, लेड क्या होता है. फ्लोरा, मैनुअल और मोनोग्राफ तीनों आप लोगों को पता होना चाहिए. सो दिस वॉज द वेरी क्रिस्प जिस्ट ऑफ योर चैप्टर द लिविंग वर्ल्ड विच वॉज फ्रॉम द नीट पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू. अगर आपको इसकी डिटेल वीडियो चाहिए तो वो भी चैनल पर अपलोडेड है. और अगर आपको सिर्फ पॉइंट्स देखने थे कि अगर आपके कोई छूट तो नहीं रहे हैं एमसीक्यू पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से, तो दिस वॉज ऑल अबाउट इट. Thank you. Don't forget to like, share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe the channel for more such videos. Thank you.